school does not educate your children. It indoctrinates them into becoming the next wave of slaves to work in this economic slave machine that we live in. And schools originally were designed by the Rockefeller Institute in order to produce non-thinking workers for their factories. And the school hasn't changed. And the thing is, all we're taught to do in school is to know enough to be able to work a job, to be able to maintain this economy. Essentially, it's a slave consumer system where we're not taught to be free. We're taught to be okay and think it's normal to be enslaved to a wage job, right? And that's one of the reasons that I'm taking my kids out of school at the end of this year. They're not going to be going back next year. And we are going to go and travel the world for a while. I'm going to world school them. My kids are 7 and 5. There's nothing that they need to learn that I can't teach them right now. My 7-year-old can read, so if anything he wants to learn, he can learn for himself. But the idea is I want them to see different cultures. I want them to see how other people around the world live so that they can make their choice about how they want to go along with their future. Do they want to continue in this system here, or do they like the way other people live? And I think that is going to give them better an education than anything else. And plus, I'm sick and tired of somebody else spending more time with my kids than I do. Like, I don't like the fact that I'm out the house 10 hours a day and my kids are in the hands of somebody else, right? I want to be there. I want to see them grow up. I want to be able to mold their future. I want to be an example to them, which is why I've been working for the last sort of 3 years on building up my social media to be able to find a way out of this 9-to-5 slave job, right? And I've published a book. The link is in my bio. It's £7. It's called The Path to Abundance. And what I've written down in that book is everything I've done over the last 3 years to get me to the point where now I can say, right, I can take my kids out of school and I can go and travel the world, right? And in that book, I lay out everything you need to do, not just how to make money, but how to unprogram the things that we've been taught and how to get your mind in the right place to be able to live a life of abundance. Because it isn't just about making money, it's about how you approach life, your mindset, the way you think, the way you act. And in that book is full of tools to be able to get you to the place where you can take your kids out of school if that's what you want to do, or travel the world if that's what you want to do. And like I said, it's only £7, and that's the cost of a couple of cups of coffee. I suggest you go and check it out and change your life and stop playing the system.